Before handling a bomb, you should extinguish all naked flames. Stand well back. And never return to a bomb once it has been deployed. And remember, keep pets indoors.
When Vikings attack! I guess there's supposed to be a negative connotation there, but depends on your perspective. For your local heavy metal scene, it was a good thing when the Vikings attacked. For your housing market, probably less so. Pillaging tends to have an adverse effect on property value, as seen in When Vikings Attack for the PlayStation 3. So this game's been around for a while on the PlayStation Network, but to use the PlayStation Network, you have to have the internet. And Vikings never had the internet. But hey, no big deal. Besides the injustice and hypocrisy, no big deal. Fortunately, this travesty's been solved. The compilation Best of PlayStation Network Volume 1 has come to retail, which is what we're playing here. It includes Sound Shapes, Tokyo Jungle, Fat Princess, and this one, When Vikings Attack. Since this is the only one of those we haven't reviewed, well, here we are. Vikings are throwing buses at me. It's like a bad Amon Amarth song. As you'd expect from a game on a best of compilation, When Vikings Attack is a pretty good game. The game's plot, and frankly its entire concept, are completely explained by its name. Vikings are attacking. It's up to you to help the survivors fight back. So if you turned Pikmin into a multiplayer game set in the 9th century, this is what you'd get. You get mimes throwing park benches at Vikings. Well, that's just history. So the game's actually pretty simple. You control a little group of people, and your objective is to grow your numbers and kill the Vikings. Simply walking into survivors wandering around enlists them into your horde, and simply throwing cars kills the Vikings. Actually, anything will do, and so you can throw almost anything. And that's what the game boils down to. Dodging attacks, throwing stuff back at the Vikings, killing them off. There are also some people with special skills, which can give your group a new ability. You might be able to catch things, throw them right back. Some might give you a speed boost, things like that. Another nice touch is that, as simple as the gameplay is, the levels do add a little creativity. So there are times when you might have to bounce your object off the street lamp, so it hits the enemy from behind. There might be pipes that lead to the other side of the level, so you can throw into one end and then hit Vikings on the other end. And those creative moments are when this game is really at its best. But see, that's also kind of a knock on the game. When Vikings Attack is a simple game, which is a good thing, but it's a little too simple at times. The gameplay is very accessible, but it's also very shallow. It doesn't give you as many of those creative moments as you'd like. A lot of the time you're just, in simple battles, and that's obviously when the game starts to get repetitive. But fortunately, there's a nice amount of content. There are about 70 survivor types to unlock, as well as trophies and leaderboards. And of course, the game's strength is its multiplayer, but again, the game just doesn't quite shake up its gameplay enough, which can make digging into that content feel like a chore at times. Before they started taking themselves too seriously, video games were simple. It's a good thing when a game like this takes that old school approach, but the danger's in the execution, and it's a fine line between simple and repetitive, and this game tends to sway toward the latter. I mean, short bursts, the game's still a lot of fun, but any longer than that, and it seems When Vikings Attack isn't quite worthy of Valhalla.